Hello everybody, I'm Katie from Book Buddies, and today is going to be my August wrap-up and my September TBR. Now for my wrap-up I have 5 books, and the first book I have, well I don't have with me at the moment, is Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs. I read that at the very beginning of August, like I finished it very beginning of August, and it was pretty good. I think I gave it about 4 stars. And it's one of those books that's for, like, you have to be kind of in the mood to read it because it's kind of weird and stuff, but it's entertaining and I liked it, so I would recommend it for those of you who like the stranger books. And then for my other 4, I've got my books that I read in Bout of Books, and those are The Diviners by Leva Bray, The Reichenbach Problem by Martin Allison Booth, Wonder by R.J. Palacio, and finally I've got Artemis Fowl, The Opal Deception by Owen Colfer. If you want to know more about these books, go and watch my Bout of Books 11.0 TBR because I talk more about them in that video. And then for my TBR, I've actually got, my first book is actually a book that I started in August, and it is Tiger's Quest, the second book in the Tiger's Curse series. I believe there's 4 in that series, and it's a good series. Now, since this is the second book, I don't really want to tell you anything because I don't want to spoil anything, but the series is all like the first book. I'll tell you something about the first book. The main character's name is Kelsey. She needs a summer job, and so she goes and works for the circus where she meets this tiger. And then a bunch of weird things starts happening. Suddenly there's adventure and tigers and curses and India and goddesses and romance, which the romance actually does not detract from the adventure, which is like a new thing for me because I hate romance, really. I just find it too corny, it detracts from things, but in this case it really doesn't. It's actually pretty cute. I mean, it is pretty corny too, but it's actually pretty cute and it works with the story well, so that's pretty awesome. And this book, I'm on chapter 14, so I'm right here, so I'm about that far in. It's page 117, and so I'm about halfway through the book already. I've been reading it for 2 days. So that's awesome. Okay, for my second book, I've got Half Bad by Sally Green. This book is about wizards in modern day England, and the main character is half good wizard, half bad wizard, and they're afraid of him for some reason, but I don't really know anything else about it, really. I don't. I know. I need to start researching books before I buy them. But I just don't do that very often. But anyway, I've had this copy of this book only a few weeks, but I've owned this book for several months, so I need to get on to that. And then my third book, I've got The Book Thief by Marcus Zuzak. This is a book that I'm going to be reading with Kayleen all month. I'll be reading 20 chapters a week if you want to join us. And I know this book is a historical fiction in World War II. I think one of the characters is Jewish and steals books. And I know that it's really sad. But other than that, I've kept myself from knowing very much about it because I don't want to know too much about this one. I feel like if I knew too much about it, I would not want to read it, and I don't want that to happen. So so those were the 3 that I planned, and now on to my TBR jar. And this actually is not a jar, but I've had it for a few months now, and it's just been sitting around, and I wanted to use it for something instead of just decoration, so I decided to use it for my TBR jar because I didn't have one. And I made this jar like maybe an hour ago. Okay, because I don't have very many books. And then I take some from Sarah's. So, let's see. Which one will I pull out? I got 2. Ooh. see which one I would rather read out of the two. I've got The Iliad by Homer, and what is it? Prince Ahmed and the Fairy Peribanu. Which one would I rather read? I love mythology, so that makes me want to read The Iliad. The fact that it's really long and really difficult makes me really want to read Prince Ahmed and the Fairy Peribanu, that, and because since I'm reading a book with India in it, I'm kind of in the mood for that kind of thing. I think I'm going to read Prince Ahmed. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to read Prince Ahmed. And that story is in this Arabian Nights bind-up thing. It's got several stories in it, actually. I'm not sure how many it has in it. It's got 6 that say on the back, but I know that there's a bunch more in there. So this will be probably the last book I read. But who knows? Last story, anyway. Okay. And so those are my 4 planned books now, I guess. And I may or may not add one to it. Who knows? Because if I finish all of them and I still have a few days left, I will probably add on more. Add in another one. But yeah, these are my 4. And I won't probably put up reviews because I don't do that kind of thing well without having a bunch of spoilers. And I don't like spoiling things for people. So, next time you see those books will probably be in my wrap-up. Anyway, thank you for watching. Have fun this month with all of your reading, and I will see you guys later. Bye!